In this video, I'm going to help you unbox your X3, show you all the different modes and settings you need to know, and I'll also share with you how to reframe your first 360 video using the Insta360 app. So let's get started. First, let's take a look inside the box and unpack it so your X3 is ready to use. First of all, open the box. Next, let's grab the accessories from the white box. In here, you'll find the USB-C cable, which you will use to charge your X3 and to transfer the photos and videos from your X3 to your computer. Get the pouch from the white box, and this will protect your X3 lenses when you carry it around, and when you charge it, get the lens cloth to clean your X3 lenses before you start filming. Also in the box is the quick start guide, warranty information, waterproofing guide, and compliance information. And finally, you have stickers which you can stick wherever you like. Next, grab the X3 and remove all the plastic around the body. Next, grab the X3 case and slot the X3 into the case to protect the lenses. Alternatively, you can use the X3 lens cap to protect your lenses, but this is an additional accessory in the Insta360 store. Next, let's get your X3 charged up. To do this, you'll need the USB-C cable and a USB plug. Grab the X3 and open the USB-C side door. To do this, push the clip up and the door will open. Plug the USB-C end of the cable into the USB-C port. Plug the other end of the cable into the USB plug. Connect the plug into a socket, switch it on, and your X3 will begin charging. When the X3 is charging, you will see a red light over here. When the X3 has finished charging, then the red light will automatically turn off. Another way to charge your X3 batteries is to use the fast charger, and this will allow you to charge 3 X3 batteries at a time. When the indicator is flashing yellow, then the battery level is below 80%, and when the indicator is a solid green color, then the battery is fully charged. You can use a power bank to charge and operate the X3 at the same time. Now let's insert the microSD card and get it ready to use. I personally use the SanDisk Extreme U3 A2 V30 microSD card, and I've had no issues with it. To insert the microSD card, first pop out the X3 battery. To do this, push the 2 clips in and the battery will pop out. Insert the microSD card into the SD card slot and push it in with your fingernail. Insert the battery back into the X3 and make sure when you push the battery down there is no orange markers showing, and this will ensure your X3 is waterproof down to 10 meters. Next, let's get your X3 connected to the Insta360 app. So to do this, go to the App Store, search for Insta360, download the Insta360 app and wait for it to install. When the Insta360 app has finished installing, power on the X3. Make sure your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth is on. Open the Insta360 app. Agree to the terms and conditions. Tap Yes. Accept all the permissions, and this will help the app run smoothly. Then tap Go to App. The X3 has been found by the app, so tap Connect. Wait for the X3 to connect. Tap the tick on the X3 to confirm the connection. Tap Join. And now the X3 is connected to the Insta360 app. Tap Activation to activate the X3. Tap Register Later. And now your X3 is ready to use with the Insta360 app. Next, let's change a few settings. So go to Settings, Help Button Settings, and turn this off to remove this floating icon. Then go back, go down to Shot on Watermark and switch this off. And this will remove the watermark that Insta360 adds when you export your video from the Insta360 app. You may get a notification in the app to update the firmware, and I recommend you follow the instructions on screen to update the X3 to the latest firmware so you get the latest and best features. Tap the power button to wake up the X3. Confirm the English language, and now your X3 is loaded and ready to use. Next, you need to format the microSD card in the X3 to make sure it works properly. So to do this, swipe down from the top of the screen, go to Settings, scroll down to SD card, tap Format, and tap the tick to confirm. Wait for the X3 to format the microSD card, and now your X3 is ready to use. Now let's take a quick look around the body of the X3. There are 4 microphones on the X3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This side door contains the USB-C port. To open the side door, push the clip up and it will pop open. Pull the door out, and now you can install the mic adapter or quick reader. To put the door back, push the clip onto the hinge and it will clip into place. Push the door in, slide the clip down, and it will lock into place. Remember to never put your lenses down on a hard surface because you might scratch it. So always put the lens cap over the lenses to make sure they're protected on a hard surface. To turn on the X3, press the power button once and wait for the X3 to turn on. To turn off the X3, hold down the power button and wait for the X3 to turn off. This button is the shutter button, which is used to start and stop a video recording and take a photo. This button will cycle through 360 video mode, single lens mode, front facing camera, then back facing camera, then back to 360 video mode. Next, let's take a look around the user interface of the X3. In the top left-hand corner, the X3 will tell you the amount of storage space remaining on your microSD card. So in this example, the X3 is telling me I can record 2 hours 44 minutes of 360 video in 5.7K 30 frames per second. If I change over to bullet time mode, then the X3 tells me I can record 3 hours 17 minutes of 4K 120 frames per second bullet time video. And if I change over to 360 photo mode, then the X3 tells me I can take 974 72 megapixel 360 photos. In the top right corner is the battery indicator, which will tell you how much battery is remaining. To look around your 360 preview, hold down your finger on the screen and now swipe your finger across the screen to look around. Tap the X to go back. To reset the view, tap Switch Lens. Tap Switch Lens again to go to the front-facing lens, and tap Switch Lens again to go to the back-facing lens. To access all the modes on the X3, tap the video icon, and the modes are split into 360 and single lens modes. To cycle through the modes, just swipe your finger left and right, and just tap a mode to select it. To choose the video resolution and frame rate of your choice, tap 5.7K 30, and here you can cycle through the resolutions and the frame rates. To see everything you've captured with your X3, swipe right from the left of the screen, and this will load all your footage. Swipe up and down to go through all your footage. This is a 360 video, so I will tap play. Swipe your finger across the screen to look around the 360 video. Tap the screen Swipe your finger left and right to scrub through the video. To see more of your files, tap the multi-view icon, and now you can see 4 of your files at a time, and swipe up and down to go through them. To multi-delete your files, tap multi-select, select the files you wish to delete, then tap the trash can icon. To go back, swipe left from the right of the screen. Swipe left from the right of the screen to choose your exposure settings. If you want the X3 to choose the exposure for you, then go to Auto Exposure mode. To cycle through the settings, swipe your finger left and right. If you want to choose the ISO and shutter speed manually yourself, then go to Manual Exposure mode. Here you can choose the shutter speed manually and the ISO manually. Swipe down from the top of the screen to bring up your shortcuts and settings menu. Tap volume to choose how loud you want the camera sounds to be. Tap indicator light to choose whether you want this light on or off. Tap vibration on or off if you want to feel the feedback when you change settings on the X3. Quick capture on will allow you to tap the shutter button whilst the X3 is off. This will turn on the X3 and start a 360 video recording straight away. When you tap the shutter button again, the X3 will stop recording and turn off. So for example, here is the X3 turned off. I will tap the shutter button and now the X3 will turn on automatically and start a 360 video recording. And when I stop the recording, the X3 will automatically save the video and turn off. In the top right hand corner is your audio settings, and there are 3 settings to pick from. Direction focus will focus the audio in editing wherever you reframe the 360 video to. Wind noise reduction will reduce high wind noise and boost the voice. And stereo will record audio normally without any wind noise reduction. If you have Airpods, then you can connect them here to record audio wirelessly to your X3. But personally, I don't think the sound quality is very good, so I wouldn't use it. Tap the dive case shortcut if you're using the dive case. Brightness is how bright you want your screen to be. I recommend leaving this on full brightness so the screen is easy to see in bright sunlight. If you have the Roadie remote or GPS remote, then you can connect it here under Bluetooth remote. Tap lens guard mode if you're using a lens guard. And here are your camera settings. If you ever use Insta360 support, then they will ask you for your serial number, which you can find under camera info. You will also need your serial number to download Insta360 Studio from the Insta360 website. USB mode will help you connect to various devices. So if you want to connect your X3 to your computer or laptop, then leave it in UDisc mode. If you want to connect your quick reader to the X3, then tap quick reader mode. If you want to connect your X3 to your Android phone or tablet, then tap Android. Bluetooth wake up will allow you to turn on the X3 via the Insta360 app or Bluetooth remote, but this will drain your battery more quickly. Voice control on will allow you to talk to your X3, so instead of pressing the shutter button, you can tell the X3, take a photo, and the X3 will take a photo. You can also start a recording, stop a recording, mark the important moments in a video, and also turn off the X3. Anti-flicker will help you stop light flickering in your region. I recommend you just leave this on auto. Video bitrate is how good you want your video quality to be. If you use standard, you can record more video to your microSD card, but the video quality will be okay. If you use high, then you will record less video to your microSD card, but the video quality will be much better. I highly recommend you set the video bitrate to high, especially if you're doing action sports, to get the best video quality possible. Video sharpness is really down to personal preference. It's how soft or sharp you want your video to look. If the sharpness setting is set to low, then the X3 will add no sharpness to the video, And this is ideal for those of you that want to add your own sharpness in editing. If you don't want to add your own sharpness in editing and you want sharpness to be added in camera, then I recommend you set the medium setting. I don't recommend going for high or highest, because if there's noise or grain in your video, the X3 will sharpen that noise and grain, and it just makes your video look much worse and bring lots of artifacts into your video. So just stick to low or medium. If you plan to use an external mic like the DJI mics or Rode Wireless Go 2, then I recommend you set the external mic gain on the X3 at 0 for the best results. Then to control the volume of your mics going into the X3, set the mic gains on the mics and not the X3. Auto sleep is choosing how long you want to keep the screen turned on for before it goes on standby, and whether you want to keep the screen on during a recording. Auto power off is how long the X3 should wait in idle mode until it turns off automatically. Change the language of your X3 to your native language. SD card shows you the amount of storage space remaining on your micro SD card, and you can format it here. In Customise button, you can choose whether you want this button to switch between single lens and 360 mode, or take a photo and record a video instead. If your X3 is recording bent videos, then you can do a gyro calibration. If for whatever reason you need to reset your X3, then you can do a factory reset. And certification is just a few extra details about your X3. Let's say you want to save your 360 video settings to use at a later time. First, choose the settings that you wish to save. Then tap the quick menu button. Customize a preset of your choice. Tap the edit button. I will overwrite Customise 1. Here are the video settings you wish to save. Tap the edit button to change the preset name. I will leave it as Customise 1. Tap the tick to confirm, and now the preset is saved. So when you want to use this preset in the future, tap the quick menu button, choose the preset of your choice, and the preset will be confirmed with the icon in the top right hand corner. Now let's take a look at how you can use your phone as a remote control for the X3. When the X3 is connected to the Insta360 app, tap the yellow camera button to use your phone as a remote control for the X3. This is your storage capacity left on your micro SD card when filming in this mode, and this is your battery level indicator. Swipe your finger across the screen to look around your 360 preview. To change modes, swipe your finger left and right, and tap the hamburger menu icon to change modes more quickly. Tap Auto Mode to choose between auto and manual exposure. And now you can choose your shutter speed manually and your ISO manually. Tap the three colored circles to choose a color profile of your choice. Tap Resolution to choose a resolution and frame rate of your choice. Tap More Settings to turn on the histogram, and this will show you how over or underexposed your 360 video preview is. And turn on GPS for Google Street View. Tap 360 to go to single lens mode, and this will show the rear facing lens. Tap Switch Lens to go to the front facing lens, and tap 150 to go back to 360 video mode. The paper airplane is the fly-through effect, which I will show you in a later tutorial. Tap the shutter button to start or stop a video recording or take a photo. This is the thumbnail of the last thing you've taken with the X3. Tap it to see it. Tap to stop the video and bring up the options, and go back. And go back to see all the footage you've taken with the X3. Now that you know a little more about your X3, let's make your first reframed 360 video. To do this, mount the X3 on a selfie stick, set the X3 to film standard 360 video, in 5.7K 30 frames per second, hold the selfie stick in front of you, walk for 15 seconds, and stop recording. Here are two different ways you can edit 360 videos in the Insta360 app. The first way is to wirelessly edit your 360 video, and this is the fastest way to upload a short video onto Instagram Stories or TikTok. So to do this, turn on the X3, connect the X3 to the Insta360 app, go to Album, tap the video you wish to edit, and now you can start editing. The second way to edit 360 videos is to use the quick reader, and this method is better when you're editing longer videos to speed up the export times. To edit with the quick reader, first remove the battery from the X3, then remove the micro SD card, insert the micro SD card into the quick reader, and push it in with your fingernail until it clicks into place. Insert the quick reader into your phone. Tap Album to see all the photos and videos on the micro SD card, and tap a video to start editing it. To download a video to your phone, tap Select, tap the video or photo you wish to download, tap Download, Confirm, and here you will see the progress of the video downloading to your phone. Next, let me show you 5 different ways you can reframe the same 360 video for Instagram or TikTok. The first way you can reframe your 360 video is using Keyframes. Keyframes basically tells the app where you want to look in your 360 video at a specific point in time. To reframe your 360 video using Keyframes, go to the beginning of the video, reframe the video how you would like it to look at the beginning of the video. In this case, I want to center myself in the frame, so I will add a keyframe here. So now the app knows at the beginning of the video, this is what I want the video to look like. 2 seconds into the video, I want to keep the framing on myself, so I will add a keyframe here. In the next second, I want to pan around to look in the direction I am walking in, so I will add a keyframe here, and I want to keep looking in this direction for the next second until the sun appears, so I will add a keyframe here. Over the next second, I want to look up at the architecture on the ceiling, so I will add a keyframe here, and then I want to turn around 90 degrees and keep looking at the ceiling, so I'll add a keyframe here, and then in the next second I want to look down back at myself and add a keyframe here, and at the end of the video I want to continue keep looking at myself. So now if I play this back, you will have something like this. The second way to reframe your 360 video is to use Deep Track. Deep Track will follow a subject automatically. To use Deep Track, go to the beginning of your shot, find the subject, hold down your finger on the screen, drag a box over the subject and tap Start Tracking. Now the AI will follow the subject automatically throughout the video. Wait for the AI to finish tracking. You can change the field of view by tapping the tracking and choosing a field of view of your choice. And now when I play back the video is automatically following me and keeping me in the center of the frame. The third way to reframe your 360 video is to use the Snap Wizard. In this mode, your finger swipes across the screen will be recorded as camera movements into the video. So to use Snap Wizard, go to the beginning of the video, reframe the video how you would like it to look at the beginning of the video, and use the slider to zoom in and out, tap record, and swipe your finger across the screen to record your camera movements. Tap the thumbnail. This will play back the video, and here you can see how the finger swipes have been converted into camera movements in the video. The fourth way to reframe your 360 video is to use the Auto tab. In this mode, the AI will analyze your footage and make its own edit automatically. Let's take a look at what the AI came up with. The fifth way to reframe your 360 video is using ViewFinder mode. And this is my personal favorite way because it feels like you're a cameraman in the moment. So to use ViewFinder mode, go to the beginning of your video, add a keyframe and tap ViewFinder. Now you can move your phone around to look around your 360 video in all directions. At the bottom is the ViewFinder controls, and this will help you add the camera movements into your video. So to add the camera movements, you need to hold down your thumb on the record button, then move your phone around to reframe the 360 video. You can also move your thumb left to zoom in and right to zoom out. So first, I'm going to reframe the video how I want it to look like at the start of the video. So I'll swipe my thumb across the screen to put it into position. So I'm in the center of the frame. Now I will hold down the record button and record the camera movements into the video. Tap the tick to confirm, and if I play it back, this is the result. And those are all the different ways you can reframe your 360 video in the Insta360 app. To export your video in the highest quality possible for TikTok and Instagram, tap Export, go to Custom, select the highest resolution, the highest bitrate, and tap Export. When your video finishes exporting, it will be saved in your phone album, ready to upload onto social media. One of the biggest mistakes that new 360 camera owners make is use a light camera stand. It will get blown over by the wind and damage your lenses. So to avoid a costly repair bill or a replacement camera, I highly recommend the Best 360 monopod. It's a 360 camera stand designed especially for 360 cameras. The long legs and the hefty counterweight will reduce the chance of your 360 camera getting blown over by the wind. I will leave a link to the Best 360 monopod in the video description. It is made by myself, so if you do get the Best 360 monopod, it will directly help me support you with more helpful 360 tutorials on this channel. So thank you so much in advance for your support. That's it for this video. Hit the like button if you learned something new, subscribe for more 360 tutorials, and I'll see you in the next video.